Vader found the gate in a place even the Empire avoided. It wasn't on a map. It wasn't in a record. It was buried under black stone and older fear, inside a forgotten Sith shrine that pulsed like a heartbeat beneath the sand. The air tasted of rust and ash. The walls were carved with warnings in a language that felt sharp in the mind. His troopers waited outside. They didn't step in. They couldn't. Something in the shrine pushed them away, as if the dark side wanted only one witness. Vader walked alone. At the center stood a circle of obsidian pillars. Between them, a thin sheet of darkness hung in the air, like a shadow that didn't match any light. It rippled when Vader approached. The force around it twisted, not forward or back, but sideways, like reality had seams. He reached out and felt it answer. A time gate. Vader's breath echoed in his helmet, slow and heavy. He had crushed rebels, Jedi, and worlds, but this was different. This was the one thing Sidious never let him have. A second chance. Memory hit him hard. Padme's eyes on Mustafar, wide with fear. Obi-Wan's blade, the heat, the fall, the suit. Years of pain, all because of one man's smile in a chancellor's office. Vader clenched his fist until servos whined. "It begins with him," he rasped. He activated a Sith holocron he had stolen in secret, its red light flickering against the stone. The holocron spoke of Anchor's moment strong enough to hold a timeline in place. Change the anchor, and everything downstream reshapes. Vader knew his anchor. The first meeting, the first praise, the first time Palpatine looked at a slave boy and saw a tool. If Vader could reach that day, he could poison the seed before it grew. He stepped closer to the gate. The darkness shimmered, and inside it he saw flashes, Coruscant skylines, Jedi robes, a boy's face under too long hair. Anakin, young, whole. Vader's chest tightened. For a moment, he wanted to turn away, because if this worked, Vader would die without dying. He would erase himself like a mistake. And if it failed, Sidious would know. A warning carved into the floor caught Vader's eye. What is taken from time, time takes back. Vader ignored it. He had lived his life being taken from. He raised his hand. The gate pulled at him like gravity. His armor groaned. His vision blurred. The sound of his breathing stretched, warped, then snapped into silence. Cold light hit his lenses. He staggered forward onto polished stone, hearing voices bright, alive, unbroken by war. The smell of clean air replaced ash, and through a tall doorway ahead, he saw a boy step into an office. Anakin Skywalker. And behind the desk, smiling like the future already belonged to him, sat Chancellor Palpatine. Vader froze in the hallway because Palpatine's head tilted slightly, as if he sensed him through time. Then the Chancellor's smile widened, and he whispered to Anakin, "Come closer. There's someone I want you to meet." Vader stayed in the shadows of Coruscant, like a sickness the city couldn't name. He didn't storm the temple. He didn't confront the council. He watched. He watched young Anakin leave the Chancellor's office with that same proud, hungry smile. Vader remembered too well. He watched the boy run through the Senate halls, like the future was a race he could win. Vader followed at a distance, cloak pulled tight, moving through service corridors and maintenance lifts that existed in every great building. He had built an empire on routes like these. The past simply reminded him he hadn't invented them. His first fix was small. At the temple entrance, he reached out with the Force and nudged a security scanner's angle by a finger's width. The result was nothing dramatic, just a delay. Anakin waited an extra minute at the checkpoint, shifting his weight, annoyed. That minute mattered, because in that minute, a different master crossed the hall and intercepted him Plo Koon instead of Mace Windu. Plo spoke kindly. He asked about Anakin's stress, his sleep, his burden. He listened. Vader felt the timeline flex. like a metal beam bending without breaking. He wanted to feel victory. Instead, he felt hunger. A ripple ran through the air behind him, thin, cold, and curious. Not a person, a presence. The dark side reacting, tasting the change. Vader left before anyone could notice him and moved to his second fix. He waited near a training room where younglings sparred and Anakin often stopped to show off. Vader remembered that habit, that need to be seen. He waited until Anakin approached, then made another tiny push, just a soft tug on a nearby practice droid's power cell. The droid sputtered. It jerked, sideways. A youngling stumbled. Anakin's reflexes kicked in. He caught the child before she fell. A laugh, a thank you, a small moment of being needed for the right reason. Vader's chest tightened. He hadn't felt that kind of warmth in years. Then the air chilled again. This time, the chill came with words. Not spoken aloud, pressed into the Force like a thumbprint. I know you're here. Vader froze behind a pillar, heart beating hard inside a machine. Palpatine Chancellor Palpatine walked past in the corridor beyond, escorted by guards. He didn't look in Vader's direction. He didn't have to. Vader's fists clenched. Every small change was a signal flare to a mind that hunted patterns for sport. He backed away, but the past fought back immediately. A distant commotion rose near the archives, temple security suddenly tightening procedures, as if someone had given them a quiet warning. Vader realized the truth. He wasn't just changing events, he was starting a game with the greatest manipulator in the galaxy. And Palpatine had just taken his first turn. Vader retreated into the lower levels and felt the dark side coil around him like a leash. Then a soft voice echoed behind his mask. Tell me, stranger, which Skywalker are you here to save? Palpatine sat alone in his office, hands folded, smile soft, eyes calculating. The city outside glittered like it trusted him. Inside, the Force whispered something new. Not a Jedi, not a guard. A second presence, distant, armored, furious, and impossible. The future was bleeding into the past. Palpatine's smile widened, not with joy, with recognition. So, he murmured, time itself has grown impatient. He didn't call the Senate Guard. He didn't alert the Jedi. That would be sloppy. Instead, he opened a private log and made one note. Skywalker. Anomaly confirmed. Then he began shaping the trap the same way he shaped wars, through invitations. He summoned Anakin with warmth and praise. Not urgent, not alarming, just personal. Come by this afternoon, Palpatine said over the comlink. I have something to show you, something meant only for you. Anakin arrived exactly when Palpatine expected. He always did. Because Anakin didn't just want approval, he needed it. Palpatine greeted him like family, then guided him through a side corridor into a private gallery. Tall statues, quiet light, ancient artifacts locked behind transparent fields. This, Palpatine said, is history the Jedi keep from you. Anakin's eyes moved from relic to relic, hungry and suspicious at the same time. Why are you showing me this? Palpatine leaned closer. Because I trust you. Behind the walls, hidden sensors activated old Sith tech masked as Republic security. They didn't scan for metal. They scanned for disturbance, for mass that didn't match the air, for a presence that shouldn't exist in this time. In the lower levels, Vader felt the shift immediately. The building's corridors seemed to rearrange. The Force tightened, guiding him toward the office like a hook in his ribs. It was bait, and Palpatine knew he'd take it. Vader moved anyway, slipping through maintenance hatches, silent as a ghost in black armor. He reached a viewing slit above the gallery and saw them his younger self, alive and whole, listening to Palpatine like the words were medicine. Vader's fist clenched. He almost stepped out right then, almost shattered the moment. That was the trap's second layer. Palpatine turned, as if admiring a statue, and spoke without looking up. "Anakin, do you ever feel watched?" Anakin stiffened. "What do you mean?" Palpatine's voice stayed gentle. "Sometimes the Force shows us echoes. Sometimes," he paused, letting the silence pull. "Sometimes it shows us what we might become." Vader felt the sensors lock onto him, like cold hands. And below, Anakin took a slow step back, eyes narrowing toward the shadows, as if he could sense the weight of his own future approaching. Palpatine raised his hand slightly, and the gallery doors sealed with a heavy clang. Then he whispered to Anakin, "If a monster is near us, you'll want to see its face." The gallery doors locked with a heavy clang, and the air felt thinner instantly. Anakin turned, eyes cutting between Palpatine and the shadows above. "What is this?" Anakin demanded. Palpatine kept his smile calm. "A lesson. The Force has been restless around you, my boy, and I believe someone is listening." Anakin's hand moved toward his lightsaber, not fully trusting his own instincts. "If someone is here, show yourself!" Vader stepped from the upper service ledge like a nightmare climbing into the light. His armor swallowed the room's glow. His breathing filled the silence. For a second, Anakin didn't move at all, like his mind refused to accept what his eyes were seeing. Palpatine's voice softened, almost pleased. "There we are." Anakin finally spoke, and his words came out rough. "Who are you?" Vader stared at him. The face behind the mask didn't exist in this time, but the pain did. He took one step forward and stopped, forcing his hands to stay open. "I am you," Vader said, "or what you become." Anakin's expression twisted fear and anger, fighting for control. "That's impossible." Vader's helmet turned slightly toward Palpatine. "Not impossible. Engineered." Palpatine raised an eyebrow. "Such drama. You claim to be him, yet you wear the armor of a coward." Vader ignored the insult. He couldn't afford pride. He had come to cut a knot, not win an argument. "Listen to me," Vader said to Anakin. "Padme is pregnant. You will dream she dies. He will use that fear." He nodded toward Palpatine. "He will offer power. You will take it. And you will kill the Jedi." Anakin's breathing quickened. "Stop saying her name!" Vader's voice sharpened. "You will choke her on Mustafar." The words hit like a blaster bolt. Anakin staggered back a step, hand trembling. "No, I would never." "You will," Vader said. "And you will burn. You will lose your limbs. You will wake up in pain so constant, you will forget what peace feels like." Anakin's eyes darted to Palpatine, desperate for denial. Palpatine only smiled. "He's trying to frighten you. A crude trick." Vader lifted his hand and projected an image onto the gallery's polished floor. Broken, flickering, but real enough to cut. A river of lava, a blue blade, a black silhouette screaming. Anakin saw the shape of his own face in the flames and went pale. "That's not," he whispered. "That's me." Vader stepped closer. "This is the end of his path, and if you follow him, you will become his prisoner." Palpatine's smile finally cooled. His eyes sharpened, calculating new angles. "Anakin," he said gently, "you don't have to listen to this thing." Anakin's gaze bounced between them, mentor and monster, comfort and warning. His faith cracked in real time, and fear rushed into the gap. Because if Vader was telling the truth, then the man Anakin trusted most had been lying since the beginning. Anakin's hand hovered over his saber, not sure who to draw it on. Then Palpatine's voice dropped to a whisper meant only for him. "Kill the imposter, and I will show you how to save Padme." Anakin left the sealed gallery like he was walking out of a dream he couldn't explain. Palpatine let him go on purpose. A trap didn't need chains if it could use panic. In the corridor outside, Anakin's hands shook. Vader's voice echoed in his head. Padme, Mustafar, the suit, the future, the pain, and one sentence that wouldn't stop burning. He engineered it. Anakin did the first right thing he'd done in days. He ran to the temple. He didn't stop to think about politics. He didn't stop to protect his pride. He went straight to the council chamber, breathless, eyes wide, words colliding on his tongue. "There's something wrong with the Chancellor," he blurted. "He knows things he shouldn't know." Mace Windu's eyes narrowed. "What things?" Anakin swallowed. How did he say it without sounding insane? How did he explain a future version of himself in black armor? "A Sith presence," Anakin said finally. "And someone else. Someone tried to warn me." Ki-Adi-Mundi leaned forward. Someone. A masked man. Anakin forced out. "He said he was me." The room changed instantly. Not sympathy, not curiosity. Alarm. Obi-Wan's face tightened. "Anakin! That sounds like a Sith illusion!" "It's not," Anakin snapped. He knew about Padme. The word Padme landed like a blaster bolt. A few masters exchanged looks. They heard the attachment, the secret, the danger. Mace's voice hardened. "You've been compromised." "It." With Bose. Anakin stared. "What?" "You are emotionally entangled," Mace said. "The Sith exploit that. They make you see what you want to see." Anakin's anger rose fast, but underneath it was something worse, betrayal. He had come for help. They answered with suspicion. "I'm telling you the Chancellor is dangerous," Anakin said. "And you're acting like I'm the problem." Yoda's voice was soft, but firm. "Clouded, your path is. Fear, we sense." Anakin took a step back. "So you don't believe me?" Obi-Wan stepped closer, trying to lower the heat. "We believe you're afraid. We can help you, Anakin, but you have to." "Stop treating me like a child," Anakin hissed. Outside the chamber, temple guards appeared quietly called. Not to arrest him, not yet, but to contain him if he broke. Anakin saw them and felt the room close in. The council didn't hear a warning. They heard a threat. He turned and walked out before he exploded. And when he reached the hall, a secure message lit up his comlink from Palpatine. 3 words, warm as a knife. "I understand you." Anakin stared at the message and felt his anger turn into something cold. Then the comlink chimed again with a Senate summons, and the final line read, "Come now, before the Jedi decide what to do with you." The Senate office felt warmer than the temple. Softer lights, quieter halls, no judgment in the air, only approval. Anakin stepped inside like a man escaping a storm. Palpatine stood by the window, hands behind his back, calm as ever. "They doubted you," he said gently, "as I knew they would." Anakin's voice shook. "I tried to warn them." "And they pushed you away," Palpatine replied. "I did not." Anakin swallowed hard. The word understand still echoed in him like medicine. Then he felt it again. Pressure in the Force, heavy and familiar, like iron dragging across stone. Vader was near. Palpatine turned slightly, pleased. "He followed you," he said. "Good. That means we can end this properly." Anakin stiffened. "End what?" "The confusion," Palpatine said. "The split. The doubt. You can't have 2 destinies, Anakin. You can't have 2 Skywalkers." A side door hissed open. Vader stepped into the office, cloak trailing, breathing loud in the silence. The red lenses of his mask locked onto Anakin like a mirror that hated him. Anakin took a step back. "That's me." Palpatine moved between them like a host arranging guests. "Yes," he said. "A gift from the future. A warning. A weapon." He leaned closer to Anakin. "And an opportunity." Vader's voice was low, rough. "Don't listen." Palpatine smiled. Listen to both, then choose. Anakin's hands trembled. Choose what? Palpatine's tone stayed gentle, but the words were poison. One of you must die. The room went cold. If you kill the imposter, Palpatine continued, you prove loyalty, and I teach you what you need to save Padme. If you spare him, he shrugged slightly, then you admit he is you, and you accept his fate. The suit, the pain, the loss. Anakin's eyes flicked to Vader, terrified. Padme dies? Vader's helmet dipped a fraction. Because of him, Palpatine lifted a hand, almost fatherly. Because of your weakness. Then he sharpened the blade. But weakness can be burned away. Anakin's breathing sped up. He looked at Vader and saw horror wearing his face. He looked at Palpatine and saw certainty offering a shortcut. Vader stepped forward, hands open. Anakin, I'm not here to rule. I'm here to stop you from becoming me. Palpatine's eyes narrowed, touching. He turned to Vader. Tell him the rest. Tell him what you did on Mustafar. Vader froze. Because the truth wasn't just the suit. It was what Vader had done to Padme. His breathing deepened, and guilt hit him like a second armor layer. Anakin stared, waiting, and in that silence, Palpatine's trap tightened. Vader had come to save Anakin. Now he had to confess or lose him. Vader's voice cracked through the vocoder. I killed her. Anakin's face collapsed, and Palpatine whispered, There. Now choose which Skywalker deserves to live. The office shattered into motion. Anakin's face was pale, eyes wide, and his hand snapped to his lightsaber like the weapon could cut away the words he had just heard. Vader stood still, breathing heavy, as if he deserved every ounce of Anakin's hatred. Palpatine stepped back, smiling like a man watching a machine finally turn. Good, he said softly. Let it happen. The windows blew outward with a burst of force energy, Sidious's push turning glass into glittering knives. Wind screamed into the room. Coruscant's night opened up beyond the ledge, full of traffic lights and distant sirens, the city glowing like it didn't know it was about to be reborn. Anakin lunged first. Blue met red in a flash of heat. Vader didn't counter with rage. He blocked and turned the blade aside, footwork tight, controlled, like he had rehearsed this exact moment in his mind for years. Stop, Vader shouted, voice grinding through the vocoder. This is what he wants. Anakin struck again, harder. You killed her. Vader absorbed the blows, stepping backward toward the open ledge, refusing to retreat into the same panic that had doomed him. He caught Anakin's wrist with the Force for half a second, just long enough to break the rhythm. I did, Vader said. And if you keep listening to him, you will too. That sentence hit Anakin like a second blade. His anger didn't vanish. It twisted into fear of becoming this. Palpatine's voice floated behind them, calm and cutting. He lies, Anakin! He wants to steal your future! Anakin's eyes flicked toward the Chancellor, then back to Vader, torn between comfort and warning. His saber trembled. Vader used the opening. He didn't attack Anakin's chest. He cut the floor. A clean slice dropped a section of plating, forcing Anakin to jump back from the sudden gap. Sparks sprayed into the wind. Traffic lanes below swerved as debris fell like meteors. Vader stepped forward, blade lowered. Look at me, he demanded. I am what you become when you choose fear over truth. Anakin's voice cracked. Then, why are you still alive? Vader's breathing deepened. Because pain keeps me useful. The words weren't poetry. They were a confession, and Anakin heard the cage in them. For the first time, Anakin didn't swing. He hesitated long enough for Palpatine's patience to snap. Sidious's eyes burned. The air turned heavy. Lightning exploded from his hands and slammed into both Skywalkers at once. Anakin screamed and fell to one knee, and Vader caught him by the shoulder before he hit the floor. Then Palpatine's voice sharpened into a command. "Now, Lord Vader, finish him." Lightning crawled across Anakin's body, locking his muscles, forcing a scream out of him that didn't sound like anger anymore. It sounded like fear. Vader held him up by the shoulder, armor smoking, circuits whining. Palpatine stood over them like a judge who already owned the verdict. "Now," Sidious said, voice calm as a blade, "prove you are mine. Finish him." Vader's red saber hovered inches from Anakin's throat. Anakin looked up through tears and pain, eyes wide, searching the mask for anything human. "Don't," he choked. "Please." The word hit Vader harder than the lightning, because he remembered saying it once on Mustafar. To a man who didn't listen, he remembered what came after. Palpatine's smile sharpened. "If you hesitate, you lose Padme. You lose everything." Vader's breathing deepened, slow and furious. "You already took everything." Sidious's eyes narrowed. The lightning intensified, punishing the defiance. "You exist because I allow it." Vader felt the time gates warning echo in his mind. What is taken from time, time takes back. He understood it now. He wasn't supposed to be here. The past was rejecting him like a wound rejecting poison. Every second he stayed, reality strained harder to snap back into place. So Vader made the only choice that could not be turned into another leash. He shut off his saber. Palpatine's smile twitched. "What are you doing?" Vader lifted his free hand, not toward Anakin, but toward the open window where the night wind screamed. He reached through the Force, not for strength, but for the thread he had followed here, the time gate. It wasn't on Coruscant, but the dark side connected places like scars. Vader found the seam, the echo, the pull that had dragged him into this era. He grabbed it. Pain slammed into his mind as time resisted. His armor shook. The floor cracked under his boots, but Vader held on, anchoring the gate with one simple truth. "I am the end," he rasped. "So, he doesn't have to be. I plank stove. I makes to the fort. I make stove. Respling is in 10. Anakin felt it and gasped, like the air changed. "What are you?" Vader looked at him, and for the first time, his voice softened. "Live." Then Vader pulled. The room twisted. Wind reversed. Palpatine's lightning scattered into sparks as the Force itself buckled. Sidious stepped back, sudden anger flashing across his face. "No," Sidious hissed. "You belong to me." Vader's armor began to flicker at the edges, like a shadow losing its light source. His grip on Anakin loosened, not from weakness, but from vanishing. Anakin surged forward, free for one heartbeat, reaching out. "Wait!" he shouted. Vader didn't answer. He couldn't. He was already being erased. And as he disappeared, Palpatine's eyes locked onto Anakin with a new, hungry focus, like the Emperor had just lost one weapon and found a fresher one. Vader vanished in a burst of cold silence, and Anakin fell to his knees, staring at the empty air. Then Palpatine stepped closer and whispered, "Now, Anakin, there is no future to warn you.